Tell us about it, Spruce. Huh? What are you saying? Can I? Can I? Can I get? You don't know? Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. It is hot today, but the goats, the new addition to the pen that we added to keep them out of the mud, I'm officially calling it the goat yard. It has a name now, and it's goat yard. And I think it's stinking hilarious. I was just checking the camera, and the whole Blues crew, 1.0 and 2.0, is over in the goat pen. And the two at the top of the food chain, the pecking order,
hi guys,
actually cuddle pretty close to one another. No, we don't. This has been Spruce and Ouija's favorite place of late. And notice what they did to my grass. What'd you do to my grass?
Like, we just made a spot to lay down.
Coop, man, you got a big old horsefly on your horn, man. Spruce, you talking?
You guys are adorable.
Look at Ouija, like, he's like leaning out with his face, but he's like, yeah, I'm not getting up. Here comes the sheriff. What's going on in my goat yard over here? Hi, buddy boy.
Herc, I have a special treat for you.
You got some straw in your jowls. You must have just woke up, huh?
He's like, I gotta tag everybody. Hang on, hang on.
Yep, checking to see what everybody's doing. So it is hot. We have made it into the 90s the last few days. The heat index is pushing 100 degrees. What? Hi, Daisy girl. Hi, Earl man, Mr. Duke. Larry. Oh, sheriff says, wait. Hi, Bluesy. Notice how they're not afraid of the pole saw anymore. It literally only took about 30 seconds that day when I was cutting stuff down, and they were like, oh, we like that tool. That's not scary. So Shannon brought a special treat for Mr. Hercules. The other dogs got theirs. Nobody's left out, but it's time for Herc. And these guys, it's just so hot that I know they'd be fine grazing, but I thought if I can cut some more stuff down for them and they can stay in here, that way they can stay in the shade, they can come up and nap whenever they want. We're just gonna treat them a little bit today.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? We'll get you some regular grain too, okay?
I treated myself this morning as well and made some cinnamon French toast with the guinea eggs. So good, guys. Those eggs, they're really, really good. All right, are you guys ready? You ready for some food? Are you guys curious?
I tell you what, more and more of them are making more noises and mimicking each other. This guy being the leader, I think they mimic him.
Oh, I do too.
But it's making it kind of hard to know. Hi, buddy. Hi, big guy. I love you too.
He says, I really enjoyed my eggs, Dad.
Did you enjoy them? Mama made those just for you. Yeah. Those are just for you. I love you, buddy.
You guys are so cute. Is everybody coming in for scratches?
I love you. Yes, I love you. Herc hugs, Herc hugs, Herc hugs. Hi, Bubba. Hi, big guy. All right, fresh shirt, man. You gotta get it done right out of the gate.
Well, of course.
If you ain't dirty, you ain't working. Thank you, Herc. You got me there.
So something I've noticed in watching the goats as they go out and they graze, if you watch Spruce, he's always jumping up on a tree and trying to eat the leaves off of the limbs, whereas all the others are more ground grazers.
Mom!
I'm talking about you, Spruce.
I know!
So the interesting thing about that is the other goats tend to get a lot more ticks on their neck. And so we've got to go in and kind of pull them off, you know, and kind of help them with that. But Spruce never has any on his neck because he is always reaching for leaves versus eating off of what's on the ground. It's just interesting.
Although, I don't know what he's been rolling in. I came out yesterday afternoon, check on everybody, kind of hang out. Dude had at least 18 flies
Oh, no.
down his side. But I went and got good old permethrin. Buddy,
That was rude. You okay, Daisy? You okay, baby girl?
Sprucitude. That's the entire Blues Crew. They are a posse. So if you're new here, those two larger ones up in the front, that's Larry and Harry. When Blue joined the homestead, she was pregnant and we did not know. Could not tell. She in fact was even thinner than she is right now.
Yeah.
Don't know the farm she came from. She was got at an auction by Chad, but she was pregnant. And quite honestly, I was outside working one day and I heard noises I have not heard from any goats before. Came running down and Miss Blue was going into labor with Larry and Harry. Those three that are with her right there, she had those while we were here as well, but they are Mario's kids. Mario was a buck that we had. You can go back and watch videos of when we had Mario. In fact, you can go back and watch videos of them being born if you enjoy that kind of thing. It's a little yummy. But
That's one way to put it.
I think I was counting today, 7 of the goats that are here were born here.
Yeah.
Spruce was born on Chad's farm, and he literally came over within 12 hours of being born because Mama split. So he was practically born here. He's the bottle baby. He's a little special. You guys know Spruce.
You a little special Spruce?
Ah, he's super special. Special. And then Big Weege, he wasn't born here, but some friends of ours were raising goats. And him and Mario the buck that is the father, biological father to 5 of these goats out here. This is a little brother to Mr. Mario.
Uncle Weege.
Uncle Weege. Oh, you know, yep, oh, that feels good, yep, okay. Get my butt in my head, okay, I'm a butt head, okay. I don't care.
You are a butthead.
He is a gentle giant, but he runs the goat crew. Of the goats, this is the boss man. Sheriff is always top. That's Mr. Hercules. But when it comes to goats enforcing their own law, this big gentle giant, he writes the rules. He wears the red proud. But he is Mario's brother. Mario, we had to move on. No longer did we need a buck. He smelled like pee. He smelled like other things. You can only imagine. And he was starting to tear up our pen and whatnot. So when Mario moved on, Luigi got a promotion. And he's happy about it.
You're pretty happy, aren't you?
But with us, he just loves the scratches, loves the attention.
Those floppy ears.
Never been hurt by this guy, have we, bud? He's a good boy. All of them can be bad when food's involved, but that's just goats, guys. I don't care who you are. We all got permethrin spray yesterday to help with the flies. So hopefully, as of right now anyway, I see fewer flies on everybody.
Yeah, I actually see fewer bugs in the pen in general.
Yeah, which I did. I sprayed the shelter, I just sprayed out in the air, did the whole thing.
Thank you.
Mr. Herc, I know Dad was kind of fighting with his dogs some raw spots on their nose from the flies, and I did notice a couple of blood spots yesterday on his nose. Now, I don't hit that with permethrin directly, but I think Dad got something specific for them, kind of like an ointment or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I need to check it out. We may need to do that for him because he's been having some issues with the back of his ears, carrying 7-8 flies on each ear, so he's got some scrapes back there. He must be down checking out Goatville.
He's in Goatville right now.
He says, come on down. But overall, this is drying up nicely. You can still see the eggs or larvae or whatever it is of some of the bugs that will be coming up from it, but it's at least drying.
It's way more solid than it was.
It's drying now, right?
Yes.
That's a state, right? There's dry and then drying.
Yeah.
This is drying. What do you think, little Mario? You guys want some treats out of some trees down in Goatville?
You are so handsome. Look, the Blues Crew is already ready.
You didn't see it, but there was a jealous Ouija coming up behind you.
Uh-oh. Were you jealous, Weege?
Oh, no, I never get jealous.
Oh, I can't be.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Here, give my butt, would you? Oh, yeah. Tell him, little Mario.
Now, are you jealous again? You're
What?
silly.
When are your boys' beards gonna come in? I know you're gonna have them. Mr. Mario had a handsome beard.
You know what? It's probably not going to come in until you quit nursing. You are 10 months old almost. I know. You
He's
don't need to
embarrassed.
keep nursing.
But
I know, it tastes good.
Mama does call him over and she asks for it. So, I mean, I got to admit, I can't blame him.
That's good stuff, huh? Is that good stuff?
So I got to admit, we named him Little Mario because he's most colored like Big Mario was. But as far as personality and loyalty, this is Koopa. This is also Mario's boy, Little Mario's brother. He's got to be the closest personality-wise to Mario. He is my little buddy.
Yeah.
We'll be out grazing and all of a sudden I feel a tongue on the back of my calf. I look back thinking it's Shannon and it's stinking Koopa every time. Because, you know, Shannon licks my calf a lot.
That's weird.
That is weird. But I love these boys, man. And I tell you what, they are Mama's boys. And I don't mean that because their name's Mama. I mean they're Mama's boys.
Mama.
Nothing. They take care of her. They cuddle with her. She has turned them into her personal assistants. Whatever she wants, needs. You remember back when we'd come and feed them, she was the noisy one.
Yeah.
She was the one hooting and hollering before these guys were born. Now, who's licking your calf?
Yeah, you're licking my leg, mister. But I don't want you to do that.
She has literally trained these two to holler at us.
Oh, yeah.
Especially little Mario. That guy's got some pipes on him, man. They're like, hey, we saw you bring the grain down. What are we doing? Let's get you some tree treats first. What do you think? You cool with that? Got your little Bambi ears. Got your little white specks on your ears. I know it. I know it. Good boy.
Well, Mario's like, hello.
Hi, Bubba.
Pay attention to me.
Don't do this with your goats unless you really know them. Because if this guy sneezed right now, I could be injured. You guys sneeze? You guys sneeze, mister?
He says if I do, I'll do it right in your face.
I know. I know. What are we? Oh, he's trying to get some color. He likes to
He's
tan.
working on his tan.
You trying to bring more tan in, Big Weege Man?
Are you pouting?
Oh, no. What are you doing, buddy? He's such a little goat.
Yeah. He's bigger than Herc.
Blue's feeding. Blue's nursing. You get it, Earl, man? Who's missing out? Are they all three over there?
There's somebody on the other side of the fence.
Oh, it's just Earl by himself, isn't it?
Wow.
Boy,
Wow,
that is
she's really letting him go to
the
town.
longest nursing I've ever seen her do.
He's like, I'm not done.
Mom.
That was delicious.
So somebody actually sent us some goat books, which I really appreciate. In fact, I think we got 3, and I don't know if they're all from the same person.
They are all from the same person.
Okay. What you doing, Koopaloop? And I was looking through them. I kind of thought to myself, I was like, well, we've got 11 goats now. Like, I don't need a goat book. But they were sitting there staring at me, and I thought, well, I better read up on them. And you know, I did notice. Are we? Okay, it's like a back massage, only not. But they actually had pictures of udders. Hey. And I got to admit, by looking at Mama's bag versus Blue's, in fact, we had the vet out because we were concerned that Blue's bag something was wrong. A little mastitis is what we were worried about.
With her first pregnancy.
With her first pregnancy. They came out, they milked her and said, you know, she's fine. She's just kind of lopsided, I guess would be what they called it. But I did see in that book, I learned something, that her udders, she didn't bag up with these 3 like she did with the first 2. Hi, you want me to hold your hand? And she is a little bit asymmetrical. And so her bag, I think by the standards, I forget the names and everything they said, but she, I don't think, has quite as healthy of a bag milking system as Mama does. But she's done a great job. We talked about that when she had the 3. She did not nurse them near as much as she did Harry and Larry, but she did it just enough, and she has raised those babies so properly.
Oh, yeah.
Very proud of her.
Didn't you also learn from the book something about their teeth and being able to tell the age of the goat from their teeth?
I did, and don't quote me on this. There's a whole chart with pictures, but apparently, how old are you, buddy? You 10 months, is that what Mama said? Mm-hmm. Can I look at your chompers? Oh, you see those front teeth right there? I know it. Can we do it one more time? Can we show him one more time? We'll go do it to Ouija too, because he's a little older than you. See the size difference? But notice how those middle teeth right there are bigger. They have 8 teeth on their bottom jaw. In fact, they only have teeth in their bottom jaw. I don't know if that's consistent with every single goat breed. I just read this one page. I don't know. But you can, basically those 2 in the middle grow first, and that'll give an indication of age. And then it becomes 4, and basically they grow from there on out. And then I think it was at like the 2.5-ish year mark, maybe 3, that all 8 of them are fully grown in. And then beyond that, it's just a matter of them like separating a little bit, getting a little bit of space between them. So we'll see. I'd really like to check Mama. We don't know Mama's age for sure. We do know where she came from. I got a wide age range on how old she might be, but I think it was like a 4 or 5 year spread.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to see. I'm assuming all 8 of her teeth are fully grown in, but I'm curious if they've started to separate like it talked about. Hi, buddy.
Here's the sheriff.
He's got my 6 and he's got my 12. I love you, buddy. Should we go cut down some limbs for some goaties? I can feel your ears still got some scabs on them, don't they? Your nose is looking better today though, bub. That's great. Yes, sir. That's good. The little blood spots you had yesterday, they were kind of on center and off to the right a little bit. Oh, excuse you.
Those eggs must have been good.
I think it's the Chinese, isn't it? That after they eat, their way of saying, hey, great meal is like burping at the table.
I have no idea who it is.
I think it is. And if it's not, sorry.
When I was a kid, anytime any of us would burp, we'd say, compliments to the chef.
Yeah, anytime we would burp, we'd typically get in trouble because it was at an inappropriate time and as loud as we possibly could with our mouths wide open.
That's not surprising at all.
I know. It was all Chad.
Sure. What is up, Spruce?
My neck nuts. Check them. See them? Mom?
Well, let's see him.
Mom, right here.
Right there?
That's a good angle?
Yeah,
Got him? There you
that's a
go.
good
All right,
angle.
look at him now. There you go.
What are you doing? You've got a tick on your neck nuts.
On his... Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bubba, come here.
His left one. It's gross. You're going to have to probably get the tweezers.
Okay. Chewing that cud. This guy, you got the most personality on all our goats. He's the only one, I have to admit, he's the only one you really got to watch. He's so spoiled, and he's such a mama's boy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He will whack you.
Yeah, he will.
I've had to put him in his place, unlike I've done with any other goat, besides Mario back when he was being a randy guy.
What are you doing, lady? You gotta fly over it. She's like, I cannot figure out how to get out of here. Oh, that was perfect.
You got moves. Hey, speaking of the guineas, we have successfully been able to pull, what are you doing, about 3 or 4 eggs at a time?
I was pulling 3 eggs a day, and then we keep count, so we realized we've been getting 4 eggs per day. So we must have had a late bloomer, and I have to say, Kyle was right.
I was wondering if you were going to get there.
He was right. He kept saying, I think we have 4 hens, and I was like, no, I think we only have 3. We're only getting 3 eggs. He was right. So we are now getting 4 eggs per day, and I've been successfully for the last, at least 3 days.
The last nest we found, that's still the active nest.
Yeah, that's still the active nest. And I've been able to go up and pull 3 or 4 eggs per day, leaving anywhere from 12 to 14. The last couple times I've been leaving 12 eggs in there. So hopefully they keep on laying there.
The primary reason I thought we had another hen was I heard the two-tone. We've talked about that before. The hens make two-tone. They do that
Like the one that was just in here.
like that one. That was one of the hens. The males, the cocks, they just got a solid bap, 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 and then they'll get going real fast. Da, 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 but it's one syllable at a time.
Yep.
Well, the other day when I went to look for the nest, I heard one of the birds up by the nest, and it was a two-tone. And I thought, okay, well, that's one of the hens up there, expecting to find Lavender, her, or the other one like her. But I got up there and there was one of our pearls, one of our dark pearls. And those are the ones that Shannon told me those were all males. And so I looked a little closer at her. She started making the double syllable. I was like, she's a hen. So it's one of her. She looks just like the other two.
She's just a little bit smaller.
A tiny bit smaller. And if you look at her, what do they call them? Wattles?
Wattles.
And her hood, they are this much smaller than the others. So it is really hard to tell, especially when they look so much alike. But officially, we have been going up in egg count by 4 each day for the last 2 days, 3 days.
2 or 3 days.
Yeah. So we do have 4 hens.
Which is great.
So I want to go back to how you started. Kyle was right. I like that. It's a good way to start off the conversation.
You're welcome.
I don't get that very often.
Okay,
Boy,
enough of Kyle being right.
No,
Let's go cut
we can talk about it more if you want to. I'm okay with that.
Kyle is actually right the majority of the time. I just don't like to let him know because then he would always be right.
I feel my head growing.
Okay, let's go cut some stuff down.
They see the pole saw, they know.
Spruce, are you wondering where your grain is?
He says. We have a longtime viewer. I'm going to say your name. I'm sorry. Kathy. She's been a diehard. She's my Cowboys fan
Kathy
with me.
R.
Kathy R. She's in all of our premieres for the most part when she's available. She asked in the last premiere, and it hurt my soul a little bit. She asked, does Spruce still talk? Does he still make noises? Not me talking for him. Yes, I can't stop doing that. But he does. And I thought, you know, babe, we got to get more of that in the videos. And it's hard sometimes. Like Shannon and I, our ears are trained. We know who's making what noise 90% of the time. Almost 100% of the time when Spruce is talking, you know it's him.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what all our microphones pick up, but the little guy just talks, and he clearly wants me to cut down some limbs and quit talking. So yes, Kathy, he does still talk. I'm certain we can get some of that today when we do some grain feeding, or if they start fighting over the limbs. We've done a lot of work in the midsection of Goatville, kind of staying away from the E-fence because I've got a lot of stuff that leans out over the fence. So one of these days, babe, I may, if you trust me,
I trust you.
or I have to trust you.
I don't even know what the question is. I trust you probably more than you trust me.
Well, basically one of us is gonna kind of have to hold on. There's the talking. Kind of hold on to the little trees or saplings while the other one cuts them and then just throw them back into Goatville. I can turn off the E-fence in case something hits it. It's got some flex to it, but I don't really want to tear up my fence by cutting stuff down.
Yeah, I don't want you to either. You should probably do the cutting and I'll do the holding. That seems much more logical.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, we just need to gauge how big they are. Now, the neighboring property over here, their house is not too far over, and we kind of like to keep a little bit of privacy between us for the both of us. So some of those saplings, I've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not I want to cut them down. And quite honestly, I'm not 100% sure yet. So
Then don't do it.
I was going to say, we're going to leave them alone for now, because if I make the cut, they're done. But I think we got plenty more to do here. Get it! Ready to go! You know, it takes a day. Like, I cut them all down, and then I have to come back out and look at what I did, and then I see the others that I got to cut down, but it just takes a little while for your brain to change. It looks great out here.
It really does.
Really great. And I think they've pretty much got all the leaves cleaned off of everything else I've cut down. I know it, I'm proud of you. Stay back, okay?
I was gonna clean some of this up yesterday, and then I realized how big the trees were, and I was like, nope, not happening.
That's okay. I'll take care of it.
Thanks.
Stay back, Larry Bear. Go, 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 go. Get it, get it, get it, get it. They're so funny.
Oh! I'm not a goat. I'm a human. I feel that.
I'd like to say that didn't hit you squarely, but that smacked the snot out of you. I am so sorry. It was just the little branches.
You're supposed to yell timber, remember?
When they're so little, yeah, I am. You're right. My bad.
Spruce has it figured out on where to stand.
Oh, he's an artist.
That's what happens when you have a lot of vines. Hold on to things. They're in tree heaven.
Hey, babe.
What?
Timber!
No, babe. When it's falling, not before.
I was prepping you.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's a good
You
one,
still
little Mario.
didn't say it.
Timber!
Oh my gosh. You got to figure out your timing on that.
Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad.
I just got buzzed by something big. You guys are the first ones to go to a new tree every time.
Timber!
It's a good thing you said that. I was standing right there.
I know, I was practicing. I dropped it your direction just to make sure that you honored my timber.
So sweet of you.
We measured. Herc and I measured. We knew it wasn't going to hit you.
Oh, okay.
That's a boy.
You guys are quite talkative. Does that feel good?
All right, so I got all their tree treats out there for them. Now I'm gonna shake a little feed and we're gonna see how well they listen to come up for their grain. Usually the grain dominates everything. That's also how we get them back after grazing.
Yeah.
But they are going to town on those tree treats. And I just want to disrupt them. Just to test
They'll
their...
go back to them after.
They will. Yeah, we'll come down, shoot, an hour later, and I guarantee you every single one of those leaves, maybe 2 hours, will be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Which is perfect, man. I'm just kind of getting a vision for, like, in the future when we get new areas and we figure out how to make like a mobile fence. I'm just like, oh, okay,
It's
this
exciting.
is how you clear land on a budget.
Yeah,
Get
absolutely.
Get you some goats. Come on, goaty goats. Oh, come on, floppy ears. Come on, speed demon. There we go. There's my Ouija. Ears bouncing, beard flopping. Come on, babe. Come on, Bluesy. Attaboy, Ouija.
Oh, they're making a detour on their way up here.
Yeah, they just can't resist. Oh gosh. It's a different game when Spruce gets involved. There's my girl. Come on, kiddos. Let's get you some grain. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Keep going. You know where you eat. I wouldn't wrestle with that guy if I were you. Blue and babies. Blue and babies. Get out of the tree. You can't let Spruce get his nose in there. He is the hardest one to get his face out of these things.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Blue, get your babies. Luigi's like, no, Mama, you can't ride on me. All right, good job.
Was that little Mario telling him to get out?
100%. Come on. Are you?
Yeah.
Come on, Larry Bear.
They're like, get away from our feeding area, Larry.
Come on, Larry. You're starting to sound like your dad, little Mario. Herc, I'll bring yours down here too, buddy. Okay. Here you go, Kathy. Tell us about it, Spruce. Huh? What are you saying? Come here. Can I get, you don't know? All right. Ouija, Larry Bear, you gotta stay back, bud. Larry and Harry, there we go. Sprucers, well, honey, I gotta get it in your feeder. Come on, boys, let's go, Larry and Harry. Good job, guys. Come on, we gotta go over there quick. We gotta go. You guys gotta get yours gone before Spruce is done. It's musical feeders.
Oh yeah.
Play a game. Spruce, you missed a piece right here. It's right there. No, over here. Look over here. You missed a piece over here.
He's like, that's fine, I'll go get Larry's.
Yeah. Spruce. Hey, mister. You get the motorcycle treatment. Vroom, vroom. Ah! That's what this motor sounds like. You floppy ears. You can stay here with me. He hates when Larry intervenes while he's eating, but he loves to come over and finish theirs if they're not done.
Everybody got their grain and they're already back to eating leaves.
It doesn't matter if it's 90+ degrees. My boy wants to cuddle. And he wants to lean. And he's filthy. But we love him. He's a good boy. We feel special because the longer we have him, the more we know there's only 2 people on this earth that he will do this with. That's me and Shannon. All right, well, I'm gonna come up with some kind of chore that has to be done in the air conditioning.
That's a great idea. Yeah, I was gonna say, I can see her hair on your nose.
Yeah, I came out here and I was clean, and now I am far from it. And I'm sure from the backside, I look like I might have made a mess in my pants. It is what it is. So am I a father?
Yeah.
To 11 goats, 3 dogs, 7 guineas, and 22 on the way.
Man, you get around.
Well, I mean, I got a thing for guineas, that's a weird thing.
Oh my gosh. We just want to tell all of you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. We have some of the best fathers that we could ask for, and we're so thankful for them. So we really hope that you guys all have a great Father's Day.
And if you're just a father to fur babies like I am, happy Father's Day to you too, because a lot goes into this. Guys, we love and appreciate each and every one of you. We thank you so much for coming along on this journey with us. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Get out here, Larry. This is my tree. Larry. Get out here, Larry. Mine. I'm taking it with me. Get out here, Larry. Don't touch my tree. Stop it, Larry. Oh, Larry. You think you're my friend, don't you? You're wrong. We're not friends. I don't like you. You eat my stuff. Okay, we're friends, but don't tell anybody. Stupid Larry.